Few of us can imagine just what it would be like to grow up in a country where political kidnappings, violence, and torture are everyday occurrences. Fewer still can imagine being thrust into the role of negotiating the release of a family member amidst these conditions. That was the fate of tonight's second honoree, Carlos Siderman. While still in his 20s, Mr. Siderman was charged with rescuing his father from the hands of both leftist guerrillas and paramilitary forces in 1970s Argentina. The persecution of prominent Jewish families was not unusual in a country whose government had been deeply influenced by the large number of former Nazi officials residing there. In 1976, when the Siderman's property was illegally confiscated, Carlos and his family finally fled to the United States. The story could end there, but it didn't. Their battle had just begun. Determined to expose the genocidal policies of the Argentinian regime, the Sidermans were targeted for extradition. A lengthy legal struggle ensued, leading to one of the most important rulings of the past half-century. In the landmark case Siderman de Blake versus the Republic of Argentina, a foreign government was for the first time held accountable in the US for crimes committed within their own borders. And PTV's very own Dr. Jose and Ana Deutsch provided critical expert testimony in the case. In the ensuing decades, Carlos Siderman has become both a pioneering business leader and a generous supporter of humanitarian causes. Partnering with the Fulbright Commission in Argentina, he established the Fulbright Jose Siderman Human Rights Fellowship at LA's Southwestern Law School, which trains Argentinian lawyers in civil liberties and human rights advocacy. He is now working to expand the program to other countries. But most importantly, we want to thank Mr. Siderman for his visionary sponsorship tonight and his commitment to sustain and expand PTV's life-saving work. And on behalf of this organization, this room, and a grateful world, it is my privilege to present PTV's 2012 Visionary Award to Carlos Siderman.
Just take those old records off the shelf. I sit and listen to them by myself. Today's music ain't got the same soul. I like that old time rock and roll.
First and foremost, my sincere congratulations to Sister Diane Ortiz in the honors received and California Commissioner Julie Su. Mr. Niels Franzen, the hardworking staff led by Executive Director Julie Goodman, and all of you supporters of this great cause. In 1947, and while the tears have not dried nor the wounds healed from the horrors of World War II, delegates from 6 continents drafted regulation designed to excel the fundamental rights of people everywhere. In December 10, 1948, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights was adopted. This declaration proclaims a powerful idea that all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. Sadly, in the place of my birth, Argentina, the persecutions, concentration camps, chambers of torture, the disappearance of infants at the hands of the military government took place 25 years after the Universal Declaration of Human Rights was adopted. With the tenacity, determination, and belief in the American justice that I share with my father, proved that justice and human rights could be achieved by one man against a nation. As the legacy of this 18-year fight, Siderman versus Republic of Argentina is cited in most human rights legal claims around the globe. At Jose Siderman Fulbright Scholarship for Human Rights, we believe that the road to educate and communicate with the many starts with education of leaders. Through our scholarship, we bring to Southwestern School of Law those highly qualified selected Argentinian attorneys to complete an LLM and to experience through a hands-on program the American legal system. Fulbright Jose Siderman Human Rights Fellowship should not be limited to Argentina. It is my dream that one day it will be in Iran, Somalia, Syria, Bahrain, any country in need of leaders to stand up for human rights and dignity. At this time, I want to recognize the work of Paul Hoffman and Jonathan Miller. Who undoubtedly were instrumental in the completion of our dreams. Dr. Deutsch, Dr. Quiroga, I stand before you with incredible gratitude for the support that you gave to my mother, my father, and our family in one of the most difficult times of our life. I'm grateful to each one and every one of you for being here and for supporting PTB, an organization that does extraordinary work for extraordinary people. It is impossible to fully express my gratitude for an honor that so greatly humbles me. Dr. Deutsch and Dr. Quiroga, may your trails be blessed. And to our country, America, where everything has been made possible, that spearheaded the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, America that bravely supported through their legal system condemnation of other nations for violating human rights. Thank you, and may God bless America.